What's up, YouTube? Back with another Home Depot Siege review. Today we're going to do the Milwaukee M12 compact air inflator. It's basically just a mini cordless inflator to use for inflating athletic balls, you know, like a football. You could use it on basketball, that kind of stuff. On the back here, comes with a couple different needles. There's one for your sports balls right here. This one, it's for a certain kind of inflation attachment. I forget what it's called. I've never used it. And then you can see right here, you have one if you want to use it to inflate like an air mattress or a beach ball, or something with a larger opening than a sports or athletic ball. But it's pretty cool, compact, it's really light. Just want to go over what it looks like before we actually use it. We're going to inflate a tire and time it and see how long it takes to inflate it to like 35 psi. I did charge it earlier. It charged really fast. I have a lot of Milwaukee stuff that we use. You know, we are a tire shop, so I have a full Milwaukee battery set, the larger version, the M18, I think, on the truck that we use every day, and we use them in the shop. They work really great, so I'm sure this will be just the same. So we'll go over that, how it works, and you put the battery in, turn it on. It's pretty easy here. Battery goes right in there. All right, battery's in. All right, so we got it turned on. You have a nice bright screen there. You know, all I need to get at this point was just turn the on button to get there. So you want to set your pressure to whatever, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing a car tire, a good rule of thumb is 35. If you put 35 in a car tire, you're going to be right on with almost everything. You know, some cars do set it low at 32. I think it's too low if you live in a climate with temperature fluctuation, because if it gets cold out, you're going to be below your set pressure and your TPMS light's going to go on. And there are some new Dodges that want 40, which sometimes 35 will turn the light on, sometimes it won't. But 35 is always a good pressure for a car tire. If it's a truck tire, like a 10 ply, you know, like an LT 245 75/16, 80 psi is what we put in them. On a front tire, you could go down to like 70 to make a little bit of a softer ride, but we usually put them all at 80. So all you got to do is set it to 35, and then you just hit the button. It is fairly noisy for a little guy, but not a big deal. See if that focuses in the chuck. It has a screw-on chuck, which is awesome, because you put it on and you just thread it on, and it's going to stay on, which is really cool. Because a lot of times what I see with homeowners or people that don't work with tires a lot, when you're using a regular gauge from pushing it off and on a lot, they don't seat it right and they end up bending the valve core plunger, or really messing up the valve itself. So this is cool. So I'm going to take this over in the back part of the shop. We'll find a tire and we'll see how it does airing up. Well, I'm pretty impressed, honestly. That was pretty quick to air up a small tire. And I'm going to grab a manual gauge so that we can test it. Let me take this off, put this down here. I told you this was a thread-on, so I'm just going to unthread this chuck. And there is a tube in this tire, so if it looks a little weird, that's why. This is an old tire we're actually replacing, but I wanted to test this out on it. There you go, thread it off. This is the little thing that everyone bends when they don't check tires a lot. So it's cool that it threads on. Let me go grab a gauge. Got a gauge and we'll check it and see if I have one that reads that low. Actually, you know what we can do? We'll use the digital inflator, see how close it is. Sorry, filming this with one hand. Set that. See how close it is. So here. and it's right on the money. This inflator is like a $700 inflator, so for $100, things like that. So far I think it works really well. Let's try this on a car tire. This is a 2014 Ford Explorer. We're doing an oil change on it, and it's got a flat left rear tire. So we're gonna set this for 35 and see what happens. There we go. Take this, put it on there. All right, let's see what happens. There you go. It probably took about 5 minutes to air this thing up from just about flat to 35, which I think is awesome. So I aired up, a SUV tire. This is a 255/55/20, and I aired up a 16/650/8. Still got more than half the battery left. So I think all in all, this is a good inflator if you're doing a lot of, maybe sports teams. If you need it for, inflating balls on the field. If you're have a lot of like ATVs or something, you're out camping, this would work. If you want it for peace of mind in your car to air up your tire, it would work. I think it's a really awesome inflator. I think the whole kit's 159 bucks. If you already have the charger and everything, you can get it for under 100. So this is a really good deal, I think. So all you got to do is, again, just unscrew it. You hear a little air come out that's in there. That's normal. Off. See that right at 35, right on there. So I think it's a good tool. I'd recommend it. Brought this back inside, give me one more look. Like I said, I think it's an awesome little kit. I highly recommend it, especially for the price. If you have the charger, even better deal. Getting some Milwaukee M12 air inflator.